like when I actually came up with the name, it was more like the losses amongst bosses. It just felt like, yo, what's gonna be? Fred was my biggest loss. I done lost 1,000 times doing other things, but this was like my biggest loss. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like to talk about their losses. A lot of people like to run away from them, act like they didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real person and you're a real boss into your situation, you should be able to explain your losses as well as you explain your wins. You feel me? Every day we ain't gonna be saying that we did good and we selling and we platinum and we records is doing this, because I got records that do this and I got records that do that. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, each situation feeds the next situation. Like, I might drop a tape with something on it. It might not do as good. You know what I'm saying? But my next music is gonna push it off. Just like you were saying, like you're looking at other projects because of the last project that I just dropped. And a lot of people don't realize that most of the time. So, but yeah, when I came up with that joint, that was the Losses Amongst Bosses was definitely the, like, every meaning, every word, it really felt like it felt right. You feel me? If I had to really say it, Forever track was the hardest. It was one of the hardest, you know what I'm saying? Just because I tried to write it in the midst of me being in pain, like in the midst of me grieving and thinking about certain times and passes that me and my bro went through and the steps that we took to get to where we was at. You know what I'm saying? Now everything that he worked hard for, it will live on, but he won't be here to see it. You know what I'm saying? That's all he ever wanted. So when I actually was writing that song, it was like in the midst of me, in the midst, like we didn't even do the funeral yet, and I was just trying to build myself up to actually record that song. Like it took me damn near like 2 weeks to try to even pull that song off. You know what I'm saying? But in my heart, I was just like, I gotta try to pull it off. I gotta get in the studio. Like I'm in the studio in the midst of a pandemic, and I'm like, yo, I just need to record this. Then we could go back, because everybody was moving shaky around that time. Nobody want to be around nobody. Nobody couldn't take no chances. And I told my engineer, yo, listen, I went to the store and probably bought sanitizers, anything in the world. That we cleaned the whole studio out, wiped down everything, sprayed everything with Lysol. And I'm just like, yo, bro, just keep your mask on. You ain't got to take nothing off. Just everybody, let's just stay safe as possible. And we sprayed everybody that came inside the studio. It was just only me and him. But you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, I got to get this record out. Like, this record has to come out. Like, I got to put this out. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my toughest records. That one and Freaking the Sheets. Yeah. Freaking the Sheets. It has a Jamaican sound on it. You know what I'm saying? It was different. And that's why I like that it was different. That's the thing, like just me being a part of music and just the way me and Fred had actually like connected on that standpoint, and just the brotherhood of him being my biggest brother. You feel me? He was my older brother, but I used to treat him like he was a little brother, and I was cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I was really cool with that. Even when he passed, I went to go snatch up his body. You feel me? Because I was like, yo, I gotta go get him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always used to be when we had to do shows or we had to do events. It's like, yo, I'm coming to pick you up. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at it and that's like, yo, I'm gonna pick him up one last time. Like, get him out of there. And we gotta get him out of there. You feel me? And that's just like that's just what it is. Like, and one of the biggest memories I got with him is me going out of town. And going out of town with Fred was like a toss-up, the coin toss. You know what I'm saying? Fred just leave everything until you're like, yo, it's gonna go down, it's gonna happen. And that's just the way Fred was. He never made no situation into a bad situation. He just said, yo, it's gonna play out the way it's gonna play out. And that's the way he was. You feel me? So that was one of the, like, going out of town when we was in Miami, this is when before he even got on, and it was like, we didn't have no flight tickets. And I'm like, yo, bro, like, we supposed to get on this flight. He like, yo, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but we gonna get on the flight. I'm like, yo, bro, why you have your people drive us over here? We ain't got no flight tickets, bro. You understand? And that's just the funny type of time he used to be on sometimes. But we wound up getting on a flight, and we made it happen, but it was really a coin toss. You feel me? So that's just like one of the memories. And that's just, even though he was the way he was, I loved him to death for that. You feel me?